How's everybody doing today? Woo! Scarlett, how you doing? Been a while. It's been a while. We're gonna start soon. You guys can hear me, right? I think you guys can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. How's everybody doing? Emmanuel, how you doing? Gonna hang out in my my office real quick, or my dorm room. Friendly reminder to take your medicina. Oh yeah. Some nasal spray. Sound a little congested today. Not too bad, not too bad. Not too bad. Expert, you like the background? You like the background? Can one of the rookies put up the bed real quick? Whoa. That's pretty quick. Rookies are on the ball today. On the ball today. Today we're going to be doing some house cleaning. We got the June 2021 gear giveaway winners to announce. And then we are going to get right into it. Andrew, we're going to get started. We're going to start soon. We're just hanging out in my dorm room real quick. Just hanging out in my dorm room. Let's see how many entries do we have today or last month. We had... Excuse me. 14,075. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Let me go ahead and grab my rescue kits. Guys, by the way, the rescue kits are now available. We literally just had a huge shipment just go out today. So if you ordered or pre-ordered, I'm hoping you're going to get it by the end of the week because we did Priority Express mail. So you should be getting that soon. Joshua, yes, of course, a little bit of fun. Let me go ahead and grab a rescue kit because I want to show you guys what it's all about. So we got the rescue kits. Got the rescue kits in here. You get the little rescue card in it. Lots of cool stuff inside. You guys already seen quite a bit of it. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and open one up. I have these, I set aside 4 of them. So that we can give them away. We're thinking about doing a giveaway for at least 4 of them. Yeah. The new ones have orange tourniquets in them. Go ahead and put the Sharpie inside here. Put the scissors on the side. That's how I like to have it. And then the patch, you get the patch on it. Inside in the bag that was there, you get the back end. So if you wanted to put the patch on something else, you can sew this on and then put the patch on. But I like to keep it on this. There it is. So 2 tourniquets. You get 4 of the roll gauze. The other 2 are behind here. You got 4x4s, 5x9s. You get a rescue blanket. You get your nitrile gloves. CPR mask, whistle, 2 triangular bandages, Sharpie, trauma shears, the rip away bag, which is really cool. This thing is really packed. I think somebody said, how heavy is it? It's like 1.7 pounds. The reason why I know that is because of shipping. You also get the rescue card with it, so you can know what to do. But here it is. I'm going to just keep this out. It's my other one I took apart so I can play with it. I'm going to keep this out for the videos and live streams today. But this one will be given away at some point. Not today. Maybe some other time. Yeah, we got some bags, Scarlett. We got some bags that come without the gear. We're still trying to figure out what to do with them and how to make them happen and all those things. So, but we will be shipping out or selling just the bag. So you can put it all together yourself if you want. I said white socks with sandals are bad. I know. It's just wear black. If it's all about the sun protection, get some cool socks at least. Andrew, you like the beard? Shee. My kid's been doing that, so I got it stuck in my head now. We're going to be announcing the gear giveaway winners today. So we have a chance to win $400 gift card to RevZilla, $250 gift card to RevZilla, and $150 gift card to RevZilla. Yeah. And it seems like, yep. Streamlabs, or not Streamlabs, Stream Deck. You guys are screwing up again. Let's see if it works now. There we go. How can you win these? I haven't announced yet, but I got 4 of them I'm going to give away. I'm thinking about giving one away on Instagram, one away on YouTube, one away on Twitter, and then one away in the Discord. I got 4 of them, so if you want a better chance to win it, you're going to have to be inside all of those. We'll see. Keeping up the new hip lingo. Yeah, exactly. Accency management is great. Yeah. Accency management. You went on a great organized group ride on June 27th. Lawrence, how'd that go? It's midnight. It's only 2:54 p.m. Do I sound stuffy to you guys? Do I sound stuffy? Woo! Feel stuffy. Yeah, before class, I'm gonna have to get some never mind, got it. Got enough. Midnight gang. If it's midnight, where are you guys at? Maros. Hey, Tommy James. 69. You create that username when you're like a teenager? I got a few that I created like that. Yeah, it's late for you guys. Where are you guys at? UK, England? Oh, across the pond. India. It's midnight for you too. Yeah, well, you got a different kind of midnight. I've report finally got my riding license after 3 months, 32-hour mandatory class, and $100. I know red purple V-Star. Woo! Coco. Yeah. I swear I heard somebody with a similar story in the new motorcycle rider Facebook group. I wonder if that's you, because I do follow that. I do watch and learn from the newbies. 6 p.m. here, but first time catching the stream because I'm usually riding. Ooh-wee. Fast Lady said you blocked him. Why is he not a nice person in real life? Charles, I don't know if I can. I don't want to waste my time on something like that. But if he's still talking about me blocking him, I blocked him months ago. So the fact that he's still talking about it, that's kind of weird. To answer the question, is he not a nice person in real life? I don't speak ill of anybody. Danger Ranger, love you, Dan. Woo! The shades. Hey, Danger Ranger, I love your name, by the way. It's a great name. Yeah. Anyone here besides me who have been down hard can't kill me almost, though? Hey, almost doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm glad you're doing fine, though. Gotta be careful, though. Yeah, Charles, I'm not going to spend too much time on that one. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea of. We're all strange, though, right? Reese, we're all strange. You know that. We're all strange people. Being strange is fun. Not being nice is not. Guys, remember, you got to sign in. 150 people in class, or about to be in class. We're going to hit the, what, we got 3 more minutes? Yeah, before we have to go to class. Make sure you guys sign in. Sign in today's class. Exactly, James. Everybody hit that like button. Can I say the S word in here? There's so many different S words. Minnesota, Daniel. Ooh, love your name. Broomy, there's a lot of people that don't have motorcycles. It's pretty crazy. Starting to get congested again. Safety. Yeah, you guys make sure you hit that like button. Sign in from class. Sign into class. Squid? Do I say squid? Stunting? Safety? Like, what's the S word? Darren, they can be if you let it. Anything could be a distraction. I use it for what the purpose is, and that's just to give me directions. That's it. And I have quick access to my phone if I need it for any emergencies. I would hate to get a phone call, have it in my pocket, and be like, oh, I got to pull over and let me check the phone because it might be important. You know, I got family, kids, and everything. Hey, Kois, thank you so much. From Cyprus. Ooh. So I don't want to pull over. So if I just see that it's my kids calling, I'll pull over. If it's like a random phone call, no, I'm not gonna pull over. Motorcycle training concepts better not be down. Nope, it's just you. The rescue kits are now available, by the way, everybody. We do have the Smart Rider basic training ebook available too. We're hoping to get that printed. So we're seeing how popular that is. We're going to get it printed. But remember, the first 500 people to use code SmartRider gets 15% off. After that, I'm not going to give out any codes for that. But I'm giving out 500 codes. We're about to get started, everybody. I'm just getting everything situated. There we go. Just double check and make sure you guys got everything. Java, woo! Welcome to the crew. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm finally getting back to it. I've been out of the loop for a while now. Been out of the loop. So be nice. Be nice. About to get started real soon. Let me just do what I need to do. Pass your endorsement test. Ace's place. Woo! That's a long trip. Be very careful. Very careful. You just got your stuff. You don't want to push it to the limit. Unless you're listening to the song. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing? Firefighter EMT Alabama. I'm also a new rider. Tristan, you're going to be already a good person to rescue another rider with the skills that you have. Keep it going. Keep it going. Gumit, we're working on international customs codes. That we're working on that. At some point, the thing is, we had to make sure we can actually just at least get them out the way they are. But we're working on Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, Australia, and a bunch of other European countries. But you have to have like an individual customs code to even make it into the country. Woo! Java, thanks, man. Your evals helped me keep my mind tuned into the ride. Oh yeah. The Red Knights. I know about the Green Knights, Lawrence. The Red Knight's the firefighter version. Kevin, is it better to get a bike first or endorsements first? I'm going to answer your question there. I would take the MSF rider course. You get to ride a motorcycle for like however much it costs to take the class over the weekend. And then you can get your endorsement if you pass. But this way you're able to basically test ride and do a trial version, right? I would take the MSF course if you're concerned about what you should get first, a bike or the endorsement. Take the MSF, you get both. And then after that weekend, you can decide if you want to buy a bike, but you'll have your endorsement if you pass. Does that make sense? They're a group of firefighters. Yep, sounds about right. The red. Woo-wee. Guys, we're going to go to the crew lounge real soon. Let me go ahead and grab my headset. Hey, can one of the rookies grab my headset? Yeah, just come back. Oh. Thank you. Oh, yeah. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. I can't wait to discuss some things that are going to be going on in this class today. But let's go ahead and go to the lounge real quick. Grab some tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. Let's go ahead and grab some and then go into the classroom and get this class going, right? All right, everybody. Yeah, make sure you grab some tacos. We're going to have a ton of fun in class today. We're finally getting back into it. I've been gone for about 2 weeks, so we missed out on 4 different classes. Remember, we do this every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. This Thursday, though, no classes Thursday. We'll do it Friday. I got some family coming over. We're going to hang out. I put in some PTO for that. But let's go ahead and grab some food. Let's go into the classroom. We're going to be talking about some situational awareness stuff. But first, before we get into it all, we have the gear giveaway winners to be announced. We got 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place. 3rd place is $150. 2nd place is $250. And 1st place is $400 RevZilla gift card. All right. Now you can enter to win that way. There's a free way to enter also. But let's go ahead and get in there and get that out of the way, because I know you guys want your chance to win. And then we're going to get into some situational awareness and some examples of what you need to do to not crash, right? All right, let's go. All right, grab yourself some donuts too. I figured you guys want some donuts. Grab yourself a donut. Pretty random, right? Grab yourself some donuts. Make sure you guys eat them all, because I know for a fact I will be wanting to eat them myself. Grab yourself a donut. Downhill, you got a donut? There you go. Maple. I think we got a maple. We got a maple, a little bit of chocolate on it. I think we got a maple for you. We got some maples. We got some of the maple bars, by the way, in the Chiefs Lounge. Newbie, if you want, you can go ahead and grab one of those. Make sure you guys sign in. I see about 200 people. But not 200 people signed in. Corey, you got your rescue kit on the way. Did you get that notification that you're with the shipping and everything? I remember your name. It's on its way. I'm glad too, because I did say the pre-orders would go out July 15th to the 30th, but we were able to get them done quickly, and it's only the 6th and they went out. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, donuts are my weakness too. Watching the calories, Auto Carl, it's all good. It's all good. We're going to get started here. Let's go and pause the music. So what we got going right here is we do have a list of gear giveaway entries, not winners. These are all the entries. Here's the tiers all the way down here, tier 0 through tier 4. Then these are random numbers attached to every single entry, and there's 14,075. I will be announcing the 3rd place winner, 2nd place winner, then the 1st place winner. I'll email you guys this week, whoever wins. Once again, you have 48 hours to respond to that email, and then I'll have to pick another one. I've had to do that almost every month. But it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. There's plenty of chairs. And if not PPFFT, you're going to have to stand in the back. It's all right, though. When you start to see numbers come down, that means you just grab a seat. And plus, all rookies, you need to be giving your seats up. Yeah, rookies, if you're sitting down in a seat, you're supposed to stand up. Rookies don't sit. Okay? All right. Especially when we have guests here. All right. Rookies don't get to sit until they're off probation. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead. We have 14,075 is the max number. We're gonna do a quick random. That's how many entries are here. Once we do this, here we go. This is for third place. So 12,893. So we're gonna go down to 12,893. 12,893, and August starts is a tier 1. Just got third place. Woo! So I'm just going to do this, copy. August W starts. Congrats. That's a $150 RevZilla gift card. And we're going to do it again. This is for second place. Now remember, you can enter to win for July. We're doing this every month. So July, if you're already a patron on July, you're already entered in. But if you want to enter in for July right now, you can just go ahead and sign up right now. And it'll pop up on screen too. Like, hey, you entered the gear giveaway. It's pretty cool. So 10,805. Here we go. Let's go to 10,805. Oops. There we go. 10,805. Michael Huxford. Boom. That's for a $250 RevZilla gift card. I'll be sending an email out to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, this is for first place. This is a $400 RevZilla gift card. Now, I'm thinking about adding these to the giveaways. In fact, you know what? I can already do this. Whoever wins today, I'm going to be sending you a Smart Rider Basic Training ebook also. Here we go. This is for first place. 8370. All right. Let's see what that is. Mama Doe. A tier 0. Mama Doe got first place. I'll be sending out those emails. Oh, I guess I could do Control F, huh? But yeah, let's go ahead and get this out of here. We're done, right? We're done with the giveaway stuff. We're gonna get started right here. Oh, what's this? We're gonna get started on this. We're gonna watch this. There's no volume. Oh, it's because I didn't turn it on. There we go. Oh, lots of low sides and failure to navigate the corner stuff. Not good. Not good at all. So class, we're gonna get started real soon. Make sure you guys sign in. Now, if you want to enter to win, go on patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. Whew. If I just stay still, will you think that I froze? You thought your YouTube was frozen? Let's get that out of there. How's everybody doing? Feels like everybody needs to wake up, or is it just me? Do I need to wake up? Huh? What do I got? I think I gotta wake up. Whew. I need some caffeine or something, man. All right. I got my pen out. I got my pen. Very good. Gray and scraggly. I need to wake up. Anyways, guys, we're going to get started real quick. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time on each one. I'm just gonna go through them. We're gonna be talking about common factors and common issues that happen with these. Now, remember, it's usually going to be a failure to plan your ride, a failure to negotiate a curve, and panic braking. It's typically going to be that. Now, planning your ride is position for safety, locating hazards, adapting those hazards, or navigating. That's going to be swerve or mercy braking. Failure to negotiate a curve, people going too fast. Typically, the curving ones are going to be way too fast into the curve. So that's why you do slow press and roll. When it comes to panic braking, that's typically a problem with situational awareness, not seeing the hazard until it hits you, basically, pretty much, pun intended, kind of. And then panicking and then slamming the brakes and dumping the bike. Another thing is that the people anticipate the driver or whoever to move out of the way and they don't do anything about it until the last second. Okay, so the goal that we try to do here is to make sure you're doing what you need to do to stay safe. Slow it down on those curves. Make sure you're paying attention so you don't panic brake so you can do some good progressive brake pressure, planning a ride, putting yourself in a position for success, locating these hazards by finding patterns, adapting to these hazards by just moving over because you saw it ahead of time. And if you can't do anything by adaptation, you have to swerve, you have to do something. Go into red stage, which is right on the wall, right? Let's go. Let's do that. There you go. It's right on the wall over there. Action time, you're ready, high alert, actively engage in emergency response. That's what we do here. It's as simple as that. Motorcycle riding is pretty simple. Once you get the skill involved to actually start the bike and get moving, now it's about riding. It's not how to control a bike. Controlling a bike is what you can do in a parking lot. How to ride a bike is what we're going to be talking about here today. And we do this every Tuesday and Thursday. All right? All right. Go ahead and, Brian, get yourself a donut. Get yourself a donut. Let's go ahead and hit this record button. Boom. Recording. We're getting going now. Make sure you sign in. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So these are lots of close calls and crashes for MotoStars. Very interesting. All right. Here we go. Going through the corner. Remember, corners. Failure to negotiate a corner. Too much high speed typically.
Too close to his friend who didn't manage to spot him in time.
Okay. So chevrons are patterns to look for. Remember, locating hazards, part of plan. The chevron's blind turn. We're getting really close. We're going super wide. Watch out for the person in front. You just got cut off because we are not paying attention to our surroundings. And it's very bad for our friends. So part of being a group ride is, not hitting each other. So if your only concern is what's right in front of you, you're not doing 360 situation awareness. It could be you crashing into a car. It could be this thing. Now what do you do? He looks like he's putting a lot of weight on that barrier, so I don't know if his legs are hurt. Alright, so let's go back just a little bit now. We're not going to spend too much time on a lot of these, like I said. So what we're doing right here, now we talk about planning our ride, and we talk about negotiating curves, and we talk about panic braking are pretty much the reasons why people crash. Look at this. This is a curve. Pretty simple, right? We have chevrons right here. So these are chevrons. These are going to indicate this is a sharp turn. Also, look at the area that we're riding in. You see the cliff face, or not the cliff face, the wall and everything. Very bad line of sight. Line of sight is a huge thing. You cannot outride your vision. If you outride your vision, you're hoping that there's still road over there. And you're hoping that nothing's in your way. So be very careful with that. We're going 103 kilometers per hour. I'm going to say kilometer because it doesn't look like it's United States and UK.
At some point, this biker kept too close to his friend who didn't manage to spot him in time.
Okay, so the guy up front is not going to be able to spot this guy passing the rider. Now, that's not a good thing because that rider's not paying attention, doing 360 situation awareness. But this is the type of group ride, okay? If it ain't rubbing, or it ain't racing, if it ain't rubbing, whatever. Anyways, Talladega Nights. If you're hitting each other in racing, yeah, that's one thing. But we're not out here racing. We're out here trying to ride with our friends. We don't want to hurt each other. So why are we running into each other? So right here, we have lots of traffic, lots of sharp turns. We're going to try to cut in front of this person. This person right here to the left isn't paying attention enough to really... Rubbin's racing. There you go. He's going to hit him. Because this guy right here up above is only paying attention to getting from point A to point B as fast as possible, being the leader, being in fast. not really looking at what he's supposed to be doing. That's a lack of education, lack of track etiquette, lack of track racing etiquette. But we're doing it out on the street. Now, if we do it out on the street, look what happens. What we have in the street, we have a median in the way. Now, on a track, you're gonna have a lot of runoff, and you just crash into the gravel or the grass. Not here. You have this. You get easily damaged. You could have flipped into oncoming traffic. You could have easily gotten hit by anybody else coming around that corner, especially cars. Like that guy almost hit him. And we barely have any protection. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the road in front of you. Don't haul ass. Don't be a part of groups like this if you're not comfortable. And if you are comfortable, just realize this is a risk that you're willing to take. And hopefully all your buddies are able to rescue you as a rider. So be a smart rider and rescue each other if this happens.
Creo que me partí
All right.
un pie, pero creo que nada más.
All right, here we go. We're riding around. Okay, interstate. So the only thing you have to watch out for is merging and things like that. So look ahead, because that's why. Yeah, exactly. Look ahead, because that's why that person crashed, because they weren't paying attention. We would have crashed in front of them. Now we witnessed a crash. Now I have a feeling this guy's gonna pull over and possibly help him out. This is that slow R1 rider. He has a lot of
Creo
videos.
que nada más.
Okay, so we're riding right here. Now, what I was talking about with interstate, we don't really have to watch out for perpendicular path of travel violations. Intersections. Think of intersections. You have the side of the vehicle, and we can run into them. Out here on the interstate, we don't have any intersections. We just have on and off ramps. So the biggest concern will be anybody merging in front of us or into us, and then road debris. Okay, that's really my only concern when I'm out riding. On the interstate or even driving. So we're right here. Now, this is kind of like a blind area, blind spot, but he's still pretty staggered. So this is as close as I would get to this truck. If you start getting any further, go ahead and back it off and maintain this at minimum, okay? So one thing I want you to look for when you're out riding on the interstate or driving on the interstate, write in the comments if you've been driving and you've been applying these smart rider principles, because it's going to help you out with your driving skills too. You see a ton of red lights. Now, we're on the interstate. You shouldn't be seeing red lights. Red lights mean brake lights. Brake lights mean braking, which means stopping, which means not good for flow of traffic. So those patterns, when you see a bunch of lanes, just red lights, red lights, red lights, red lights, go ahead and start applying some progressive brake pressure. You don't have to stop. Just go ahead and start slowing it down, prepping, planning your ride, finding your escape paths if you have to. You have total stopping distance this far. Start doing all that stuff. Look in your mirrors. Make sure nobody's not paying attention so then it hits you, because if they start to haul ass, you can swerve to the right if you had to. Little things like that. Start being into orange stage. Orange stage is very important around this point. Now, you need to be paying attention to where you're going too, okay? So if you're going to be looking left, looking right, and you're not looking over here and everyone's stopping, it's going to slowly get to the point where you're going to run into them. And then you panic with a panic brake. We talked about that. So right here, what's happening, we got a lot of people stopped on the left. That person didn't pay attention. Right here, got a little crash. This person crashed into that person. This person crashed into that person. This is a very scary thing. Now, just think about it. This could be you accidentally hitting the white vehicle on your motorcycle. Somebody here could be hitting you. That's how you're going to die. Okay, that's not good. So when I'm saying look forward, if this person wasn't paying attention, hit the vehicle in front of him, the person behind him would probably hit him, and then now you're sandwiched. So be very careful with this. Once you see this, go ahead and move off. If you want to help. If not, don't worry about it. They hit. Now look forward. See how we're not looking forward? We got distracted. This is what you call rubbernecking. When he's doing this, he's riding. That's rubbernecking. Now, what happens when you turn your head? We talk about that in slow speed maneuvers, right? Turn your head, your shoulders start to turn with it. You start to do this with your hands too. So if you're turning really far to the left, where do you think your arms are starting to trail off, and now your bike's starting to go? Your bike might be going into this next lane without you really looking. And on top of that, we're going, let's say, half the highway speed. So let's say 30, 40. We're going that fast without looking where we're supposed to be going. Look at that. Now we got that vehicle right there. So he did very good. He's going to go ahead and swerve a little bit, apply some brake pressure, and then move off. He's going to do pretty good on that. But you should pay attention. Pay attention. Now he stopped. Look how close we are. Pay attention to what's in front. That's where your hazard is. Remember, motorcyclists strike vehicles and strike stationary objects more than we get struck. So that means we are hitting things more often than we are getting hit. And it's because of stuff like that. All right, so ride within the area present. A lot of farm equipment, maybe animals. There it is. Did a good job. Have adapted around it. Non-issue. I'm just going to make one quick point. We're going to move on with this one. So take a look at where you're at, okay? Farm area, you think of animals, you think of loose animals sometimes. Just be careful. So ride within the area. He's doing a good job. He sees that animal. Now, when you see this animal start to do this, what you can do is accelerate just a little bit, and you can mess up their trajectory, okay? But he did good. He didn't panic. He didn't do nothing. All right. Through the eyes of this guy, we've already dealt with this guy before.
To drive in, eventually trying to deliberately hit the biker, which ended up very badly for him.
Not a good situation already. This guy's being a little dumb. He's probably doing that to piss off the bikers. The thing is, don't be next to it. Law of gross tonnage. This guy could just swerve over to the left and knock you out. You can tell that to yourself. Pick a lane, but don't be next to him. Don't be in the path of this dangerous vehicle. Now, to do that, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's not something I would do. And he ran through this really fast. Let's see if there's any more. This is just an example of what not to do. He's being very reckless, high risk for not a lot of. There's no real reward for this. Very high risk though. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes type thing.
He's chasing me down now.
He's chasing you down because you broke his thing on his vehicle, and he's pissed. You know that you escalated the situation. He's escalating it now, and he's escalating. What are you going to do to escalate it further, or are you going to back down now? Because right now we're escalating it even further by running, by doing this. It might not be escalating for him, but it's escalating the risk for you. Okay, so let's go back just a little bit. We're not going to spend too much time on this one. I want to speak about some of these things right here.
Eventually trying to deliberately.
So when you see something like this, it's obviously uncommon in a common situation. The common situation is 2 vehicles, 2 lanes. They stay in their own lane. The uncommon thing is 3 vehicles, 2 lanes. One of them stays in the middle like they're lane filtering. Once you see this, maintain a space between you and them. This is a good space cushion, but I don't like the line of sight. I'd be off into an area, possibly like right here. That way I have a little bit of escape route and I can see around the vehicles. That's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't be right behind this vehicle. We're going to get further, and he's going to get up right next to the vehicle. Now, this right here is already dangerous. He could swerve into you, knock you out. Swerve into you, knock you out. Swerve into you, knock you out. All these different things, and he stays here for a very long amount of time. I just skipped 5 seconds, so he's there for 5 more seconds. And now he's finally out. So about 10 seconds he did this. Now we're going to go ahead and pass this vehicle, and we're going to hit this mirror on the driver's side, because this is in South Africa, I believe. So he punches the mirror. Now it's going to piss off this driver by doing that. Okay, so you just now escalated it to the next situation. Now take a look at this. That's a yellow light. I don't know how it works down there, but in the United States, yellow means it's about to turn red, which means that cross traffic's about to go. But now we're going to accelerate through this intersection at a high rate of speed. We're not in orange stage. We're just straight up not doing what we're supposed to be doing. There's just no situation awareness on this situation. It's just can't be doing this. Okay, too many factors right now to be able to navigate anything with the amount of speed that you're going at. So one thing I will say is I do use my Rockform mount for that specific reason, to have GPS. They do have a sport bike mount, but I use it for my phone all the time too. It has a magnet on it. It's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. But if you want to grab one, links in the description for 25% off. We're getting through here. He decided to chase me down by his actions of pretending to hit me with his first incident. I'm not waiting to stick around. So he's not waiting to stick around because he knows the law of gross tonnage. Now we're doing a lot of high risk stuff. Not worth it. Just go on with your day. Just if you're punching mirrors, this is what you get. It's as simple as that. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If you didn't punch a mirror, you didn't get up next to the guy, you wouldn't have to be doing this. So it's as simple as that. Don't be like this guy. Just don't be like this guy. All right, here we go. Oregon motorcycle. I went through Oregon past couple weeks, and it's beautiful. This reminds me of it. Obviously, it's Oregon. Anyways, we're traveling. Big, nice group ride. Everyone's brake lights. Remember, brake lights, brake lights, brake lights. Good. There's failure to navigate a turn. He did fine, though. Close calls are better than crashes. Close calls will teach you something. A crash will teach you something. But in a crash, there's a possibility where you can't learn anything because it's a fatality. So this is really good information to have from a close call.
Good save.
Yeah, it was a good save. It was a good save. Now, here's the one thing I will point out. If you did notice that there is no signage really, except for that right there. I was hoping I wouldn't pause on that one. Why didn't he turn? He was going too fast for the turn. Negotiating turn is very, very scary. Now, if this is Oregon, this is 67 miles per hour. 67 miles per hour is pretty fast for this area. It's probably 65. I've seen some areas up there that are 65, but we're going 73, 74, 75. Now, let's see what this sign says. If this sign says it's pretty blurry, it looks like he's got like probably 30 frames per second, so he's got a pretty good motion blur, maybe even 24 frames. That is going to be a sharp right, sharp left turn, so it's like this, and this. So that tells you it's a very sharp turn coming up ahead. Now, typically that little square sign underneath is going to tell you about half of the recommended speed limit or half of the speed limit. And this is the recommendation. So my guess is probably like a 45. Like, please take this turn at 45. And this is going to be a sharp right, sharp left. So you see all these brake lights right here? So remember, brake lights are going to be an indication that we need to be slowing down. If the people in front of you are doing that, then you need to probably anticipate the fact that you're going to need to slow down. There's no chevrons to indicate anything. There's no shoulders to really play around with. There's no real room for error in this situation. It's a blind curve. So we should be in orange stage, prepped and ready for this turn. Okay, it's prepped and ready for this turn. This turn. So remember, failure to negotiate a turn is very dangerous for motorcyclists. Now look at the area also. I'm glad he's with a group of buddies, but if you're by yourself and you crashed, no service in your phone. Okay, so we need to start thinking about these kinds of things. So what we do here is start to do slow, look, press, and roll. It's a blind turn. Take it slower than you think you need to. And then get around the turn and accelerate when you have vision. So right now we don't have any good vision. And those two riders in front were able to handle it because they have more experience or they just didn't panic. And this rider in the middle possibly panicked or just no experience or a lack of experience to negotiate this turn. Too fast is typically the reason why people go too far like this. Too fast is typically why people panic because they can't do the turn at the speed that they're currently doing with the skill they currently have. So the speed they currently are doing, we can slow it down, and that'll hopefully help you out. The skill you currently have, we can increase your skill, maintain the speed, and you can negotiate it. Or you can slow it down, increase your skill, and increase your risk management on that. So that is what I like to do. I don't like to just keep maintaining high speeds and high skills all the time. I want to lower my speed, maintain a high skill, and therefore I'm riding as safe and smart as possible. That's what I want to see you guys start doing. So right here, it could be a combination of too fast, not enough skill, or enough skill, too fast. It could be anything. But those are the typical things happening. Too little skill, too much speed, not enough vision too. So right here, he's going to be slamming the brakes. Thankfully, he's going to be stopping right before the turn. He's got a lot of rear brake going. It looks like he's doing some slipping and sliding. Not very bad. It's pretty good. But he got very lucky. So take a quick look. Let's say a car is coming around the corner right now. You see what I mean? So it doesn't, just because we got away with it this time does not mean it's going to happen every time. Make sure you ride within your abilities, everybody. So for this one, practice. Just go a little bit slower. Build up that confidence. Build up that skill, and have some fun. Don't let ego dictate what you're supposed to be doing, especially with a big group ride like this. Don't be like, I got to keep up with everybody. No, talk on your Bluetooth. We use Cardos. Link in the description for a discount for that too.
Hell yeah.
The biker was confident and fast when entering,
Chevrons.
but as he admitted himself,
Sun in the eyes.
he learned the right lesson.
So we did a low side. Now the ground looks pretty good.
Woo!
Looks like it's not raining, so the ground's not wet. Doesn't look like there's gonna be any gravel.
What's up?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, just want to make sure.
What's up?
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Very good guy. Smart rider, smart driver right there. He's gonna rescue somebody. He's just asking questions.
Whew, actually.
Frame sliders, good. He's got protection. Hopefully it's not too damaged. Look at the corner. That whenever you do this, when you look at these videos, don't just stare at the bike and see what they're doing. Look at the corner. Look at the area that they're currently in. Look around, and then you can always go back and look at stuff. So I like to look at areas like this. Whenever I see a crash or anything, I'm always looking at the area that it's involved in. Doesn't matter what the bike is. Doesn't matter the body position. Doesn't matter what the hands did. I like to look at this while he's walking up to it or away from it, because I'm doing an assessment while walking to the patient, while walking to the crash victim, while walking to the incident that's happening. Okay, so you start to put these things together, and it's something that you're going to learn when you do rescue training, is that you're going to be able to walk up to something and then put puzzle pieces together before you even talk to anybody, before you get any external input of what possibly happened. So when I see something like this,
Hell yeah.
let's go ahead and take a look real quick.
The biker
So we got the chevrons right there. Okay, we're going, it looks like 37 miles per hour. Not too bad. That's actually really good. Sun in the eyes, so that's going to make it to where it's going to be a little bit harder for you to see the ground. It's going to be a little bit harder to see the line that you want to take. Looks like he's Batman. He's got some Batman gauntlets going on. You know, maybe Alfred gave him a different bike today. So
later on, he learned the right lesson.
you see his lane right there. Let's go back just a little bit.
Confident.
So take a look at his lane. Let's go do 75% speed. Take a look at his line position. It's constantly doing this. It's constantly doing this.
Fast when entering
You
the
can
back,
gauge it by the
but
line.
admitted
So he's going in, he went out.
he learned
Going
the right
in, out,
lesson.
in, out. You know, it's constantly going in and out. So it's a little bit inexperienced, but not a lot. It looks like he can still negotiate curves, just that we're going in and out.
But as he admitted himself later on, he learned the right lesson.
So we lost traction here. Now, how do we lose traction? We talk about that all the time. So you're either going to lose traction because you gave it too much throttle, so too much acceleration, too much braking, so that's too much brake, and then also too much lean angle. Okay, those are the typical things that can cause you to lose traction. Now, I don't see this as too much lean angle. It doesn't look like he's using his brakes. So my guess is either a road surface hazard removing it, so an external force removing the traction, or too much throttle. I can't hear his throttle. I see in the chat, damn nice. Yeah, you saying too much throttle? Possibly. So it could have been a little bit of traction loss because of something external, and then gave it a little bit too much throttle.
Safe later on, he learned the right lesson.
So maybe just a little bit. More than likely, just bad luck, like you're saying, Lawrence. Bad luck. Maybe damaged tires. Maybe under PSI, over PSI. Could be some gravel on the road, some oil on the road right there. That's other stuff we can't really see. So we're going to go ahead and work with what we know, is that he did slide. He slid. His bike slid. How did we protect his bike? How do we protect him? He's got full gear on. So full gear.
What's up?
On a low side, he's able to get up and walk. He's okay.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, appreciate
The
it.
road rash is not going to be an issue because he's got leathers on, so thermal transfer, abrasion transfer not going to happen, or at least not that bad. And then he's got frame sliders here, hopefully protecting his bike. Now it's going to hit the curb and everything, so hopefully his handlebars and everything's fine, but he's got frame sliders, bar end sliders, everything. So hopefully it's going to minimize as much damage as possible. So if you can't stop and prevent the accident from happening, you can at least protect you and the bike after something that you had no control over. And that's why you get protection. Okay? That's why you do it, right?
Actually, hold on.
Now imagine him going 60. instead of 35.
Ugh.
Think about that. Think about that.
I was wearing all my...
All right, so we're riding through here. Good space cushion, good staggering. Okay, okay. Side of the vehicle, 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 side of the vehicle. Good job with the progressive brake pressure and slowing down and adapting. Now, it's freaky, it's scary, but you did it. You did good. He's cussing the whole time, so it's probably there. Good job. This happens. This happens. So here's the thing. We're not going to spend time on this one. So 50 kilometers an hour. I saw that. For those of you that know these signs, this is not United States. What do the two cars side by side mean? The red and the black. Let me know in the comments. All right, so we're riding around here, and we have intersections. So how do you know it's an intersection coming up? Now, I know there's some markings on the ground like that. I believe that is pretty indicative that there's something coming up coming up ahead. Let me know what that means too. It says this is Germany. Okay, so let me know what these slash lines in the no overtaking. Okay, that means no overtaking for that stuff. But you see, real quick, so the things that are universal, you see how I'm trying to figure out what these lines mean, what the side-by-side car means. Like, what do these things mean? It's like, well, it could be different for every country. And I wanted to make that a point. Now, one thing that you can't change country to country is the fact. Now, Nathan, I'm going to want you to zoom in on this when you start editing this, is look at the side of the vehicle. That is universal. That is universal telling you intersection. You don't need a sign. If there's no cars moving, then yeah, you might need a sign. But if you see that right there, that's telling you that there's an intersection, possible path to travel. These are universal patterns. Universal patterns that I want you to get in your head. So that means that there's a possibility somebody else will do that in front of you. So what do we do when we see the side of the vehicle? We go into orange stage. Okay, specifically identify a hazardous situation, perceive the threat, ready to act. Grab yourself a donut, by the way, guys. Come on, it smells good. So if we see that, we go into orange stage, we're prepped and ready, we have our hands over the brakes, we're finding our escape routes, we're trying to figure things out, maybe even slowing it down a little bit so we get a little bit of weight on the front tire. Not a lot of it, but just a little bit, some engine braking, not a big deal. When we see that vehicle start coming out on the far right, starting to come out, it's not slowing down. We recognize it here. He said, whoa, he starts honking from right here. We see brake lights right there. We are starting to do it. So we perceived, we're reacting right now. We're doing really well. We're doing really well. And now we just need to slow down enough. We need our total stopping distance to be good. That's their total stopping distance. We need to be able to slow down enough to allow the vehicle to go, and then we can go. This person is going to have a tougher time, but they did a great job. They did a great job. I like it. This is a good example. We didn't panic. You can say whatever you want to say. You can say, whoa. You can be like, whoa. You can do all that. But as long as we don't panic with our hands and our feet and our body, okay, we can't slam the brakes. We can't swerve like crazy. We can't freak out. Okay? You got to do what we're trained to do. Practice, practice, practice. Train like your life depends on it. Go to Motorcycle Training Concepts YouTube channel. We have a lot of training there. That would have given me check my pantalones on that one. Check my pantalones. What's up, Joe? How you doing? Joe CBR. All right, here we go. Treading Moto. All right, side of the oh, we're gonna get a merging issue right here. He had his indicator on. He stayed in the blind spot. There was a pattern there. The taxi was slowing down. Big long line, open lane for us. Big pattern there. We're gonna go ahead and talk about that real quick. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on this one. Take a look at this. Let's get to the right at the beginning. So take a look at this. Blind spot. Lots of cars stacked. This lane is moving faster. This car is going to want to go in there. There was indication also. Pretty simple. Take a look. Pattern, 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 pattern. Easy, easy. Just, the best way to handle this is just stay staggered with cars too, not just motorcyclists.
Să nu te uiți. Mi dai înainte.
Everyone wants to switch over. Yep. All All right, roundabouts, orange stage. Watch out for sides of the vehicle. Side of the vehicle right there, right. The van to your right, van to your right, van to your right. Just zipper merge. It's much easier just to allow people to go and then you go behind them. Much easier to do that.
This is one of the most annoying situations for any biker, meaning not keeping a safe distance.
And then we got somebody right behind him. That would annoy me too, but once they did that, I'd be okay. I wish they would never do that. Okay, it's like, yeah. Okay, now I'm annoyed. It's like, no, I get to go. The main thing is just trying to stay safe. So if I'm not hurt, it's okay. But you do kind of need to tell them, hey, don't do that. It's another side of the vehicle right there. There's just terrible driving going on here. Terrible driving, but he's doing okay. But the main thing is you just need to not get upset by it, because then you start seeing it all the time. If you're able to negotiate these things and have a good mood about it and treat it like almost like a video game and you're leveling up, this person right here is probably a really good rider just because they've been in the ring for so long, if that makes any sense to you guys. They're getting so many different life examples and life experiences to make them a better rider. Treat it like those are training sessions. All right, we got another thing happening here. Anybody going to come into our lane? Good space cushion right here. You got a pedestrian running across, not paying attention. Not paying attention. Good job on the braking. You see what I mean, though? They got a lot of experience just because they have a lot of dumb experiences going on. And it can make you cynical. All right. Here we go. So we're riding around, just went through. Okay, it's green for us. It was like red. I was like, what the heck? Nice open area.
He almost got also involved in an argument between these two drivers.
Okay, so if it's a big argument, I'm going to skip it.
Real.
That guy was kind of in our lane.
Wow.
Non-issue at this point. Let the dum-dum get in front.
Calm it down, man. Not worth it.
Let it be in front. You want the dum-dums in front of you so that you can negotiate
Not worth.
anything.
Oh, it's going off. I don't really know what happened there. I seen them both coming up in the same lane, trying to push me into the right-hand lane, but I wasn't moving.
Yeah, he had a good lane position. So when he got pushed into that lane, take a look at his lane position.
An argument between these two drivers.
So he recognized it. He just looked real quick into his mirrors.
Jesus.
He recognized it, and he moved over. So he did a good adaptation. He located the hazard. He positioned himself for safety, located it, and adapted to it.
Up in the
Did a
same
very good
lane,
job.
trying to push me
What's
into
up,
the
Poison? How you doing?
I wasn't moving.
All right, here we go. We're riding around Bad Kitty time. Remember, failure to negotiate curves. What do you think is going to happen here? You think we're going to have a failure to negotiate a curve? It's one of the most common motorcycle crashes. We're catching up to this person. This person looks pretty new. Somebody failed to negotiate a curve.
It was at this moment that he knew.
So here we are at the scene of the crash. I noticed there's a cameraman and 3 other dudes standing around, plus the dude who got off his ROM to help. I first think, why is no one picking up this Harley? This makes no sense at all. And then as I go, you've got the owner over here complaining about the guy who crashed his bike, taking pictures of it. The guy who crashed the bike, I don't even know how you pick up a bike like that. And this other guy who's trying to help grabbing the bike by the saddlebags. I literally pick it up by the ape hangers entirely by myself. And they're over here crying about how to shut it off. How do I start this thing? What do I do? Like, it's probably a rental bike, let's be honest. Harley owners can't be this bad, can they? I mean, I'm just thinking, I've lifted my bikes up by myself. I've loaded my bikes into my truck by myself. What's going on here? Since when does it take 4 dudes to pick up a bike off the ground and get it out of the road on a blind turn? No one's concerned about the blind turn at all. Not a single person. They're just sitting there chatting away, having a great gay old time.
Okay, so all right. So it was just mainly complaining about why nobody picked it up. Okay.
The right-hand lane, but I wasn't.
Rides with max wrist. Okay, whatever. So we're riding around right here, having a good time, and we come up to this. Now, this is an uncommon thing in a common situation. Now, it's like that person said, it's a very bad idea to leave a bike down like that around a blind curve, especially if you have people that can move it and nobody's hurt.
That he knew.
So this person actually went out to help. Now, this person right here has decided to just go. I'm going to go ahead and mute this so we don't have to hear it. Let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Candace, welcome to the gear giveaway, by the way. So this person's gonna be walking around. It's like whatever, you know. But there's riders that are going around this curve that could easily be hurt. So pick it up. If you're not hurt, pick it up and get it out of the way. Get out of the roadway. You're gonna hurt somebody else. What's up, Josh? How you doing? So they're going over here. Look at big group of people. Killboy.com, probably the photographer for this corner. You see all those photographers for the dragon and all that stuff. They're gonna, sell you the pictures that look really good. That's their kind of their job and their hustle. And nobody's gonna do anything. Nobody's doing anything. Nobody's picking up this bike. Now it's showed that there's like a Harley owner and then the Harley rider. They're arguing with each other, just taking pictures. The bike owner and the dude riding the Harley right there. I don't really care about any of that stuff. I care about getting the bike up and out of the way for other riders to not get hurt. So when people are doing stuff like this, they only focus on what they know. Okay, so they only focus on, oh, it's my bike on the ground. I gotta take pictures. No, they're not concerned about the big picture, and that's the difference between a smart rider and somebody that's focused in on something. You're working on this situation, not working in the situation. A lot of these people are working in it. They're concerned about being in it. Be concerned about the overall picture and think about some bad things that could happen if we leave it here. And that's what Bad Kitty's doing right now. It's like, get this crap out of here. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt. And the reason why that they're able to do that versus these people are able to get this out of the way is because Bad Kitty wasn't a part of the situation. They were able to come upon the situation and witness the overall grand scheme of things. These people were in it and not wanting to do anything. So if you're ever in a situation, snap out of it. Get yourself off the road. Get yourself out of that situation. Think of it logically and objectively and do your job. Move with a purpose. It's a very, very dangerous situation just to have it right there. Very dangerous. Very dumb. You just, get out of the way, dude. They treat it like it's their own private driveway, like nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, Kitty did a good job. All right, this is Crow, Arizona. It's the Speedway. I think that's a loft hotel type thing, apartments. This is Tucson.
Your door is open.
Those doors open.
Ok. Papelão ali, olha lá.
All right.
Que isso?
I'm just gonna skip a little.
Sim. Idiota.
All right. So the revving up stuff. It's like, whatevers. We do have a backup. Hey, Brandon. Brandozen. How you doing? We got another video. Don't worry, everybody. We got another video. We're going to be going over this one, but I want to answer some questions while we're hanging out here. Woo-wee. Make sure you guys grab some donuts. Zachary says, I have a question about how in other videos of yours, I see that you talk about presenting yourself by counter-steering back and forth slowly to make yourself more visible. Now, with that, what you're talking about is when we're coming up to an intersection, we kind of just do this a little bit, because that makes the headlight dance a little bit. Now, what you're doing is presenting yourself. So instead of staying still and going through the intersection, what can happen is if that headlight is still, you're still, everything's still, there's this motion-induced blindness that's happening with the car driver where you kind of blend in to the background and they can't judge your speed. But when you do this, like with the little headlight, you're able to oh, I see that. And I can kind of pinpoint where they're at, and then they know that you're right there. The best way I can describe it is think of somebody that's camouflaged, like a camouflage sniper. Okay, the sniper is sitting there, not moving, and a single muscle blends right in. They start to move a little bit. Now you can start to see them a little bit. They stand up. Now you see them. That's the same concept. You have to think that we're riding out there. People can't see us because their brains literally don't see us. Inattentional blindness on top of that motion-induced blindness. So if we can just move a little bit, just a little bit. I'm talking like this, not this. I'm just like this, because then the headlight does this a little bit. That's it. Just to grab somebody's attention. We're not doing it the whole time too. But that's what I wanted to answer for that one. That's what I answered for that one. That was a good question. That was a good question. Woo-wee. I learned more from your videos than the drive school. Victor. Yeah. I'm glad that you're enjoying this. What was my first bike? It was a 2012 Harley Davidson Nightster. Loved it. Your first live, Travis. Welcome to the Firehouse. It's good to have you. There we go. Grab yourself some donuts, guys. Been watching a ton of videos. Never caught one live. Cody, welcome. We do have the Smart Rider Basic Training ebook available right now. Use code SmartRider for 15% off. I'm only giving away 500 of those codes. So once those codes are gone, they're gone. It's our brand new ebook that talks about the white, yellow, orange, red, brown stages, how to plan your ride, what patterns to look for, what kind of bikes are out there, how to check your gear, what kind of gear you should get. Talks about rescuing another rider. It's all the Smart Rider principles: situational awareness, maintain fundamental skills, acquire and utilize personal protective equipment, rescue another rider, and a little blurb on how to teach a mentor and what position you should be taking. And you can use that information to teach anybody anything, really. We're going to be expanding that. Can't wait to share more. But if you want to grab it right now, it's 15% off if you use the code SmartRider. I want a maple donut too. Woo-wee. And if you guys got an ebook, please go on the website and leave a review. An honest review, whatever you feel. Good ones are really nice. Let's go to the lounge. Now, if you guys don't want any donuts and you want to relax and have a nice taco, go ahead and make yourself some tacos, right? Hey, thank you, John. Nice to have you here. But if you want to join the best damn online motorcycle community in the world, click that join button. Look at that. Click that join button. It's right next to the subscribe button. You'll enjoy it. You'll get a mustache, you get a beard, a green name during the live streams, and everyone just knows how cool you are once you do that, right? Right? Hey, you guys need to keep it down back there. All right? I can hear you. You're disrupting class. Let's get going. John, welcome, John. Woo! All right, we're riding around incognito Gambino.
Unfortunately, overtaking the bike on the double yellow line was in tune with the driver whose goal
Reminds me of Oregon.
was to the side of...
Oh, brake lights. Whoa. He is so lucky he's got a dual sport. Right, Kevin? Oh, yeah. Welcome to the gear giveaway, baby. Very interesting situation here. So right here, we're riding around, having a good time. We're on a dual sport, probably going in and out of the woods and the mountains and everything, having a great time.
Situation when unfortunately overtaking the bike on the double yellow line was...
Right, Travis. Hey, Travis, welcome, baby.
Goal was to pull over to the side of the road.
Okay, I wanted to get to it, Moto Stars. Relax. So why would this... Hey, that one guy, welcome to the crew, baby. Woo! Lots of crew members today. Very good. Click that join button. So right now what's happening is we're going to be overtaking on a double yellow. Obviously not a good time to do it, but we choose to do it because we don't want to be behind this vehicle. Whatever your choice is, you have to accept the risks. And right now we're getting pushed off the road because this vehicle wanted to get off into this area and stop. So you can't anticipate that. You kind of can a little bit when you see a big open area like this and these people are slowing down. They want to move over. But we got lucky. Maybe it's because it's a little bit of skill because we're used to dual sporting. We're used to being off-road, going from pavement to off-road to pavement. We're able to handle it. But he did a good job. He found an escape path. He got himself out of there. Luckily, didn't have any traction loss, probably because he has knobbies on his tires. But the thing is, we could totally prevent ourselves from being in this situation by not passing on this double yellow. The double yellow is there for a reason. And just imagine if this person did that and there was no shoulder right here, it would have been off the side. Very, very lucky. Very lucky. Yeah, you could have just waited a little bit more. All right, so we're riding around here, side of the vehicle, intersection hazards. Good job swerving. Good job swerving back in because you almost hit that left turner. Very good. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this one. So right here, we got that side of the vehicle. That's what I keep talking about, everybody. Side of the vehicle. Come on. Once you see that, you got to be prepped and ready for something, especially when you see an intersection, right? Intersections, you're already orange stage. You see side of the vehicles. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take it nice and easy. Also, I know some of you guys are going to say it in the comments before I even mention it right now. Look at where the shadow is. Exactly. The sun's to our back. Means the sun in the eyes of that driver trying to turn in front of us. Probably couldn't see us. Now, it's no excuse for everything, but we should know this because we're damn smart. We're smart riders. We are situationally aware. We know this. Let us be the more mature and better one, right? Right frequency. So right here, we're getting to here. So he's going to go ahead and do a good swerve, but we're looking where we're not supposed to be going. We're supposed to be looking right here, right? So we're going to swerve. Now, thankfully, he didn't keep swerving because then he would have hit this vehicle, right? We're going to move over here. So let's just watch that swerve one time. So he's going to swerve left and swerve right as quick as he can. Oh, man. Look how close we are. See what I mean? But he did a good job. Thankfully, it was green, right? Thankfully, it was a green light. Say hi to this guy. Move on. Whew. Go ahead and make this 1080p. There we go. Here we go. So that guy, that's what it says. That guy. Whoa, that was that dog. Ooh-wee. A little scary. Oh, scared the doggo. Good thing he jumped out of the way. You gotta be a little bit prepped and ready for that. You gotta be a little prepped and ready for that. And by prepped and ready, I mean just don't panic brake. Because if you panic broke right here, it would have been bad. Thankfully, that dog ran out of the way. Woo-wee. Yeah, the dog needs to check his pantalones. All right, so we're riding around here, not using a rock form mount. Come on now, side of the vehicle, good. Oh, I was gonna say good braking, but it wasn't.
This biker was very lucky that he managed to brake in time and to pass the driver, but as he admitted himself, he did press the rear brake too hard.
He did press the brake a little too hard. Yeah. But I use my rock form mount for this reason right here for GPS. Hey, see, look at checking up on each other. Love it. Love seeing other motorcycle riders checking up on each other. Look at big group ride in that rear mirror. Big group ride. This guy's probably in the front, and he almost got taken out. So let's go watch this real quick. Yeah, Fo, you're not supposed to panic brake. So, like I said, I use this right here for this reason, for the GPS. This is Google Maps. I use the rock form mount. Use the link in the description. But look what he's doing right here. He's about to hit that horn. Or no, sorry, that's not the horn. That's the indicator. So he's going to indicate going to the left lane. So very good. I was about to talk crap, but I'm not Ben Steels. So he's going to switch over to the left lane. So he's doing a good job. There's that side of the vehicle. He's getting ready with his right hand. So he perceived, react. That's the moment to react. So now we have braking distance for total stopping distance. So that's our total stopping distance. Can we stop in that time? No. But do we have to stop in that time? No. What we need to do is we need to be able to slow down enough, let's say like right here, and this person's going to get out to here, and then if we had to, we find an escape path. That's what we have to do. We don't have to stop, and so that way we don't have to slam that front brake. So if you know you don't have to stop right now, and you just need to slow down enough, what do you typically do with your right hand? If I tell you, just slow down, you're going to gently squeeze it. If I say, you need to stop, you're going to smash it. So I want to tell you to slow it down enough for you to get in that swerve position or enough for that vehicle to get out of the way. If they're not getting out of the way now, go ahead and stop. Slow it down, then 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 swerve. Slow it down, then swerve. If that's what you have to do. But if you just go, stop, 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 good chance you're going to panic brake. Good chance it's going to dump the bike. Good chance you're not going to stop because now you're going to be sliding. You need good traction to stop. So we see this. that rear tire lost complete traction, gained it again. Now, why did that rear tire gain traction? Or I'm sorry, lose traction and then gain it? It lost traction because what do we do in a panic as car drivers? Oh crap, there's a car. Boom, slams the front brake or slams the brake pedal. That's what we do with our right foot, right? So when we're out on a motorcycle, oh crap, a car. Our right foot, boom, smashes down, right? So that is probably what happened. He lost traction on the rear tire because he locked it up, started to slide, and it gained traction again because he probably released it. So then it started spinning again. So then he got it again. So he got very lucky. So the thing that we teach in the MSF, or the thing that I'm not part of the MSF anymore. I left that because I want to do this full time now. The thing is, what you need to do when you're going, and then you slam the rear brakes and it starts to slide, you release the rear brake so it catches, and then you can reapply it. So he did a good job here releasing it so he didn't continue to slide off. Very good. Steve Merritt, you have definitely taught me to calm down my riding, and I thank you. I was out of control.
To pass
The
the
$14.99.
himself, he did press the rear brake too hard.
I'm glad you're being a smart rider now. Are you part of the DDFM crew? Yeah, you are. Whew. It's good to have you, Steve. Ooh, Benjamin got himself an ebook. Yeah. Oh, watch out for the area. We're in a terrible, very congested area. Why are we hauling ass? Same thing. Now you're going to... Raining. Are you trying to piss me off by finding this video for me? Oh my gosh. Whew. I'm gonna eat some donuts. Calm myself down. I have a diabetic coma going on. Andrew, welcome. Welcome to the crew. All right, so we're riding through here. Senior crew member, by the way. Yeah. All right, so we're riding through here. This is going to be a highly congested area. It looks like a lot of people are parked, having a good time, and all the way to the left, probably down there in the residential area. But lots of people parked. If lots of people are parked, there's possibility of people walking to the cars, crossing the street, doing things like that. So you got to be careful with that. So we see already one vehicle coming. Okay, so maybe we should slow it down a little bit. This doesn't look like it's street legal. There's no speedometer. There's no mirrors. So he probably just got back from off-roading. So that means he probably doesn't have the best tires for the street. So think about that. So we don't have great braking frequency, right? We don't have very good braking when it comes to this. Now we have that side of the vehicle. That's that side of the vehicle I'm talking about, everybody. Ooh-wee. Path of travel violation. Look, people are walking. People are walking. Pedestrians. We got the biker coming in a little bit later. That's what I'm talking about. If you see a bunch of cars like this, I know it's common sense to a lot of you. I do know it. But the thing is, it's not common sense to everybody. Okay, common sense isn't very common. So the thing is, you start to see a bunch of vehicles kind of stacked up. Think of like a mall. Think of a parking lot, big parking lot, bunch of vehicles. You always know that there's pedestrians walking around. This is just a really terrible parking lot. And so you're going to have pedestrians walking around. If you're hauling ass, good. Hopefully you can swerve and brake in time. But if you're on knobbies, not even good brakes, because we definitely don't have ABS on this off-road bike. We don't have the tools needed to really keep us safe. We have to keep our situational awareness. We have to keep our progressive braking. We have to be able to do whatever we can do with limited tools. Okay, so very, very, very bad. Very, very bad. Did a good job with the braking, lost a little traction. He's going to find that escape route, which was good because if he didn't, he would have went into the side of this vehicle. And then we're going to be going this way. Now we got this bicyclist having to swerve out of your way because you're kind of being a dum-dum. And now we're going to get back on the road. Just not an overall good situation. You should have been planning that a little bit better. Okay? Plan your ride. Position safety, locate hazards, adapt to hazards, and navigate threats. Whew. We talk about that in the ebook, by the way, which is on the website right now. Yeah. Been to the hospital more times. That guy. Oh, uncommon thing. Good job.
Have the best example of
That's more of a navigation of a threat.
where the driver can be.
That would have been bad. That would have been real bad. That would have been real bad. Woo-wee. Eric just got himself an ebook. Good job, Eric. Going to be a smart rider. Remember, the Smart Rider Basic Training ebook is out now. Use the code SMART RIDER. 500 codes are are out, and you get 15% off. All right. So we're riding right here. Great space cushion, great everything. He's planning his ride. He's got a good position for safety, good line of sight. He's ready to adapt to any hazards he locates, and he's going to navigate to any threats that he locates. So very good right here. As soon as you see that uncommon thing in a common situation, you see that thing flying around right here. As soon as you see that, okay, what do we do here? What do we do here? Let's go ahead and make me smaller again. We start to swerve. We're getting ready for the horn just in case. He's like, nope, the horn's not going to do me any good. I think he downshifted, and then he starts to swerve and adapts a little bit to the left. Amazing job. Amazing job. Not much else to say other than get a rock form. But
And he
great job. Good space cushion.
is allowed, which wasn't secured by
Located it and moved himself out of there. Very, 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 very good. Woo-wee. Real estate biker. Okay, so here we go. Decent space. We're in the blind spot. We're in the blind spot. Okay, we're going to get boxed in right here. Blind spot. Good job braking a little bit. A little bit of a panic. Close calls. You don't need to honk the horn like that the whole time. It's kind of obnoxious. There's more. Okay. Alright, so moving on. Anyways, whatever. Views of the sunny. Here we go. Side of the vehicles. Okay, pedestrian, dumb pedestrian. Non-issue. Really? Non-issue. Move on. Okay, thankfully they're wearing all red.
I had the chance of seeing from the side how unnecessary and unwise it's to show your anger issues on the road.
Very good job on him for not being way up there. Very inappropriate dumb drivers. Able to navigate around that pretty well. Let's take a quick look at how bad that could have been.
Unnecessary and unwise it's to show your anger issues on the road.
So this truck is definitely in the wrong. They decided to like, hey, I found a spot. I'm going to go through it, and decided to go around this truck because it's too slow for him. So this guy right here in the Chevy is a dumb. Dumb. You almost got me. I almost said it. He's a dumb. All right. Thankfully, this motorcycle rider wasn't up there, right? Alright, here we go. So slow it down in this area. It's a nice little Harley.
Gently responding to the mistakes the other road users make.
Oh, he's got his backup lights. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, honk, honk. Good. Listen to Spotify on in his Harley 883. Did a good job. Okay, so one thing I want to point out real quick.
And here we have a biker who very rightly...
So right here we got the brake lights. So this is why knowing what cars can do, what they typically look like when they do things. So right here, these are just brake lights. And this is also why I don't park right behind vehicles. And this is why I give a massive space cushion whenever I'm behind a vehicle.
Promotes some
so right here we got brake lights. There are right now the reverse lights. So now he's got reverse lights. You see the little lights right there? That means he's going to come into you. So what can you do? Do we have reverse? No. You got a little Flintstone feet to backpedal? Maybe. If you can reach the ground with both feet. I like to give myself a big space cushion just for stuff like this, or position myself in a way where I can just go ahead and accelerate and go left or right and not have to be right behind people. So thankfully, he's able to use his horn, and that's why I was saying use your horn because that's all you got now. Now, all we can do is trust that our horn will work. So you see how he's looking down for it? So this whole time, it's like a panic. Take a look. He's looking at his controls. This is where you need to know where your controls are and practice your controls. He's looking at his controls like, what do I do? Where is it? Where is it? I want to honk. I can't find the horn.
The other road users make.
You see that? We can't be doing that in a panic. I'm pretty sure he knew where his horn was, but it was in a panic. We couldn't find it. And that's because we're not putting ourselves into a training situation where we utilize that. The horn isn't going to be great for emergencies. Getting yourself out of situations with braking and swerving is what you need to practice. but maybe play around with your horn a little bit. Maybe play with your controls a little bit. Understand where your controls are. And for a new rider, this is going to be difficult. Yeah, driver could have, Kenneth. It's just the driver doesn't. You can't trust the driver to do anything. They're not smart riders. All right, so we're riding around doing some wheelies.
Been there, big.
Whatever. All right, your water bottles. You left your water bottle.
What's going on, my man? I can give
Yeah.
too. I can't.
Okay. Okay. All right. That was interesting. Good job. All right. Anyways, crotch rocket kid with 2 D's like Kid Rock. Okay, that person was gonna turn in there, decided not to. You saw it. Cool, not an issue. All right, same person. Sides of the vehicle right there. We got a green light for us. Very good. That's gonna be a right turner. Kind of ran it a little bit, but then he stopped. So non-issue. Just adapted to the hazard. Didn't have to navigate anything. So you saw it.
This is one
Located.
of those situations which riders fear the most and where helplessness is playing the biggest role.
Ooh, somebody slammed the brakes. You hear that? I think the person behind this guy slammed the brakes, and then that person... Yeah, that person slammed the brakes. Anyways, moving on. Side of the vehicle right there. Okay, this is an intersection. Be very careful. Low light situation. Good job navigating around it. You could accelerate through that, or you can let that person in. It's up to you. Another video from this guy. Okay, side of the vehicle. Go ahead and adapt to the next lane if you need to. Non-issue. Moving on. Same kid. All right. Oh, that was easily a line of sight issue. That vehicle just made a big mistake, and they could have been in a bad spot. All right, so we're moving into here. Another side of the vehicle. Merging issues once again. That wasn't real. That wasn't a oh, look twice. They didn't. They weren't close. Let's go back to that one. That one was kind of dumb. So side of the vehicle right there, right? The tone guy with a $10 donation. Whew. I'll read it out after this one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So side of the vehicle right there. They're in that lane. Now what we can do is we can just switch lanes and let this person in to be a courteous driver. And plus, at the same time, it puts us out of danger. We slowed down. So we had to fast forward it. We slowed down to allow this person in. We were going 30. I think we were going like 37. What speed were we going? So 50. Okay, so we dropped pretty good. So yeah, they kind of did that. But he did good. He did good. He adapted to that. Good positioning. So it's really a non-issue at this point. You could have easily swerved, but no, I see why. I see why. It's like you had to drop 20 miles per hour to let this person in. Yeah, that person cut you off. Okay. I didn't see the speed. He just did so good at his braking. That's a non-issue, though, by the way. That one's a definitely non-issue. Come on now. All right, new people. After I do a quick shout out to that tone guy, or that one guy, that tone guy. Are you toned? All right, that one guy, 23. Thanks for all you do, new riders. I recommend you all to all the people I took the MSF course with the other day, and they love your stuff too. I said it's helping them as well. Thank you. Ooh, I love hearing about that. I love hearing that this is helping other people. I mean, it's not to stroke my ego or anything, but it's like when I was a firefighter, I just got this massive satisfaction when we would do something on scene and then they'd just say thanks. And I would just tell myself, and I would tell them, and I'd tell myself, it's part of the job. But then I start to put myself in their perspective, and it's like they called us for an emergency. The worst thing that could have happened, they couldn't solve it. So they had to call for help. And I was able to be there for that help and solve that problem, or at least ease them into the next solution. So for me, when I hear that from you, that one guy, 23, I'm hoping I was able to ease you into the MSF, ease you into understanding and learning all these things, so now you can enjoy your ride. And then I hear that there's all these other people doing the same thing. I like hearing that. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. So I'm just here to serve you guys. Literally, that's it. That's all I'm here for. That's it. All right, Baldric 3. Here we go. Watch out for that plane. Watch out for that plane. Watch out for that plane. Whoa! Just kidding. Oh, big side of the vehicle right there. Hey, you can get... Don't slow down. He was anticipating. Truck drivers are some pretty experienced drivers, dude. They got more miles than you. And more training, by the way. All right. Whoa. Oh, high side. That's what a high side looks like, everybody. So he's got an Icon jacket, regular
After
jeans,
replacing his
maybe
rear
moto
tire,
boots.
the rider didn't even manage to ride a mile away from his home.
Oh, man. That's a high side, everybody. That's a high side. So we're going to talk real quick about it. So just take a look at the ground. I know it's a little cut up a little bit. It's a different color. And we started sliding going into it. So a little bit of gravel, possibly, a little bit of dirt. But here, I want to look at one thing real quick. See the truck right there? So truck and intersection. Okay. Truck and intersection. We'll talk about that PPFFT. So truck and intersection. So we were coming out of this spot right after the intersection. Let's go ahead and do some investigative thinking, everybody. Why would we gun it out of this spot right here that fast? I have a feeling it's because the light just turned green. That truck is coming, and we wanted to make it because it's big open area. I don't want to wait for this big long line that was stuck at the light, right, RJ Bass? So he guns it to get into the road, to get his spot, and to go. He had traffic coming, right? To beat traffic. Okay? So I have a feeling that's what it is. That's why I do these assessments, because it doesn't make sense to me why we lost traction. It only makes sense to me if we lost traction because we either accelerated way too hard, we turned way too hard, there's gravel on the road, or we stopped too hard. That's really the only thing that can... Road surface hazards and stuff, that's the only thing that can cause you to lose traction, other than maybe your tire blew up and there's damage to the tires. So it's going to be a throttle control. Look at that throttle hand. Accelerated hard, rear tire lost traction. So somebody was asking about what causes a high side. So what happens here is we start to lose traction on that rear tire. So that rear tire is spinning. Now, if that tire doesn't have enough grip to grab the road and you give it more throttle, it's just going to now spin on top of the surface, which will make it to where you're like running on ice. So what's happening here is he accelerated super hard. That rear tire kept spinning because it never grabbed really. So now it's starting to slide out because we're in the middle of a turn. So it started to slide out. And then what happens is about right here, we're almost all the way sideways, and it's going to grab traction. It's going to grab it all of a sudden, and then it's going to plant itself in the ground, and you're going to fly over the top. So think of it as you're running super fast on a grassy field, and you plant both feet, and you start sliding on top of your feet, very low balance, right? Because you're like, oh, crap. And then all of a sudden, both feet catch dirt or some traction. They stick, and then you fall forward. So you're running. Let's do it like this. You're running, slide. You hit something, then you fall forward. That's a high side. So rear tire sliding. Then it grabs traction. That's what's happening in a high side. And it's very dangerous because now you get all the forces slingshotted and transmitted into your body right here. So now all the force gets thrown with you. And that's why you put your hands out, because he's in the air. He's putting his hands out because he's in the air. And that's a natural human response. So you have gloves to, with some good protection, acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. It looks like he's got an Icon Air Flight, and he's got an Icon jacket. So he's going to have hand protection. He's going to have elbow protection with his jacket if he left the gear in. Shoulder protection. Now, he doesn't have hip protection because it looks like he has a normal pair of jeans, So hip protection is very important. Now he's on his back, so hopefully he has back protection. You have to buy the back protector. And those look like moto boots, so he's going to have some ankle protection. But his knee and hip could easily gotten damaged. But overall, since it was a lower speed one, he should be fine. Now imagine doing that at 100 miles an hour, because that's what happens when you're out racing and doing some weird things.
After replacing his rear tire, the rider didn't even manage to ride a mile away from
And look, it's not a sport bike. Typically you see this on sport bikes. Not a sport bike.
home.
So you can't be blaming sport bike riders for only doing this. Inside of the vehicle, non-issue. All right, lots of traffic. Watch out for pedestrians. Watch out for people behind you. Oh, I hate this spot. I hate this spot. Oh, lost traction. That's exactly what happened to that motorcycle rider, but it's in a car. Yep. All right, so we got a really interesting user interface here. 61 miles per hour in this area. Obviously not going with the flow of traffic. This is residential, so it's probably a 35. Looks like there was a car accident. Everyone looks like they're fine, so go ahead and move on with your day. If you wanted to stop and help, do it. But here's the thing. Overall, terrible. This is not riding within the conditions present at all. Wait, whoa. Look at those gas prices. I just drove through California and Oregon. California is like $5. What was this in the early 2000s? How old is this video? Where is this person at? Anyways, so interesting. We're going 62 miles an hour. This is perfect for any cops that want information from your ride, right? Hey, we're going 62 miles per hour. There's our GPS location. Here's the elevation change, and here's the whatever. Right, Charlie? This is not good if you get caught. Don't be doing this. So he's gonna go ahead and accelerate around these people, lane filter, do all these crazy dumb things. The sharp turn. Look, this guy's telling him to slow down. So thankfully this guy is there. He's able to slow down. There was a big crash involved right here. It looks like it's almost like a head-on. I think that person was involved. Yeah, they're filling out paperwork. Yep. Not a good situation. Imagine going too fast, not paying attention to that. Anyways, moving on. There we go. Rain. Can't see
The weather wasn't too much of an obstruction. A driver emerges to test the biker's alert.
rain problems. You got low visibility. It's very cold. They can't see well. You can't see well. Traction is very bad. Lots of different issues. If you don't have to, I wouldn't ride in the rain. There's just so many factors. Now, your tires are really good with traction. Your tires are really good with traction with rain if you have good tread on your tires still. A lot of people don't check that. So you have to have good tread on your tires, and you have to be smoother on the braking, smoother on the acceleration. You just have lower traction than you would in the dry time. But then you also have possibility of hypothermia. You also have low vision. You also have slippery hands now, and you possibly slippery feet on your pegs. So it's not just, oh, I got to worry about the traction on the road. It's like you're got to worry about a bunch of different factors. And that's where having the appropriate gear is important. You know, having waterproof gear, some Gore-Tex type stuff. So that'll keep you from getting hypothermia and then sloppy sliding. Good tread on your tires, but good tread on your shoes and your boots that you have. Maybe heated grips if it's super cold. You know, there's all these different things you can do to mitigate some of these factors. Maybe getting a pin lock system for your visor so you can actually see it's not fogging up. There's lots of things you can do. I just choose to not do it. I'll drive a car in the rain. Don't feel like you have to ride in the rain if you don't want it. Beep, beep. We are selling the rescue kit, though, right now. We just shipped out 50-something rescue kits today. So if you pre-ordered your rescue kit, we have it out right now. This is the rescue kit right now. So you can actually order on the shop, and we're going to be shipping them out. Look at YKK zippers and everything. It's really, really, really good. We're shipping them out right now. We have over 200 in stock. We're working really hard on international shipping, but get one right now. They're not going to be around for very long. Let me see. Why is my stuff not working? Why is my stuff not working? Do that. There we go. Woo-wee, this looks like fun. Hey, that's a I think they knew what's happening. Mitigate the risks. You did good. All right, moving on. I don't like this spot. It's giving me anxiety. Okay, good. Okay, good. Get out of there. Okay. Oh. Good job. Focus ahead. Focus ahead. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Let's go back to that. See, when you focus on the wrong things, we're looking over here. That's what our focal vision does. It's like zoom, zooms in. Oh! Holy crap. We're grabbing for everything. He got lucky. Lucky. All right, so side of the vehicle, it's a hazardous situation with roundabouts like that. With roundabouts, intersections, you always got to watch out for sides of the vehicle. Bad driver of Melbourne. Okay, let's see what happened. Bobber 400. What are we doing?
You shouldn't be on your phone, you know. You shouldn't be on your phone, you know. It's all good. Lucky I'm not a copper because I could have fined you. Be careful.
Thanks for watching till the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon.
Yeah, she was stopped. At least in Arizona, Pima in Arizona, I believe you're able to Tucson and Pima. You can be stopped. All right. Grab yourself a donut and then head into my office. We're going to have a nice chitty chat and relax a little bit. Grab a donut. What is up, everybody? Welcome to DanDanTheFireman. We're going to be talking about... Oh, we're at the end of the video pretty much. Go ahead and take a seat. Go ahead and take a seat. So I got an idea. I got an idea, class. Before you leave, make sure you hit that sign in sheet, which is a like button. Sign in real quick. Why so expensive for your wares? All right, Rain, and see you later. I've been thinking about... I want to see your guys' training videos. You guys got training videos? You guys post any training videos? Like parking lot practice? You guys have any parking lot practice videos? Let's go and check them out. If you have any parking lot practice videos, let's check them out. Will I get a speeding ticket if I break the speed limit on a bicycle? Broke the limit last week. You possibly could. You possibly could. They might just be like, I don't know what to do with this, and they'll just give you a warning. Why is it too? Why are my wares expensive? You talking about the rescue kit? I haven't heard anybody call it a ware. I thought you were talking about like Diablo. I thought you were speaking in Diablo tongue. Have a look at my wares. Got any tips for not going wide make sure you turn. No, too much speed for your skill and the road is the common cause of going wide. So here's the thing: too much speed for your skill on the road, so don't go too fast. And I'm more of a mage person, Hegworld, so you gotta get some staffs, some wands, some enchanted maces, you know? You can get a Dio on a horse, yep. Yeah, Deckard Cain. See, Kevin, I knew it. Poor Deckard. He dies. Spoilers. Did you link from main AC HD Rider? Any links? No. I am on the Discord right now. If you guys have any, go ahead and private message me on the Discord. If you guys have any parking lot practice, I'd love to check it out. In fact, let me check the training center area. Let's see. Pull up a chair by the hearth. Oh, dude, I played Diablo 1 back in the day. Many times. Killed the butcher I don't know how many times. That dude was pissing me off. My favorite was Diablo 2. I hated the swamp level. Desert level is stupid. I think my favorite was Act 5 with the DLC. No, Act 4 with the Act 4 with Diablo's realm. What do you think of CBR 600R? R is race ready stuff, so be very careful with that. Not parking lot. Here's a practice video. Let's take a look at it. It might not work. You gotta send me the actual link, Dog Breath, if you're watching it. If you're watching this, you gotta send the actual link, not just the watch. I think you might have copy and pasted just only half. Returning rider after 4 years. There, thank you. I see it now. After riding 4 years, should I practice on a challenging road or start from the basics again? Start from the basics again. I would rather, Benjamin, I would rather you get onto like the very basics and be like, man, this is way too easy, than to be on a challenging road, be like, oh crap, I can't navigate this turn. You see? So one of them you can get away with. The other one might cause you to be freaked out. So I would start off slow. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Good. Nobody's behind you. That's what I was concerned about if you're doing braking practice. We're going up in speed. Getting some good speed. Very good. Good braking, and then swerve. Hey, you bought yourself. That's good. And this is what I do sometimes. I do this sometimes. I like how you're waiting for an open area in the road, and then you have to get back over. Exactly. Hey, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. So this was sent in by Dog Breath. So we're gonna do some progressive brake pressure and stopping. And that's going to let you know. So on a big road like this, if you're going 40, let's say you're going 40. I can't see the speedometer. Right here, take a look. So you see how the front end dove down? So right here. So it's right on the right. Let's say right on the edge of this line. Look how many lines we have to do. So this is one. Let's go back. That was really tough to see. Look how far we have to go to stop. Let's do slow speed. So half speed. So from this line right here, 1, 2, 2.5. Michael, welcome. So that is your total stopping distance. You perceived, reacted, and braking distance equal total stopping distance. So that's a long distance, right? Right? That's a long distance, right? So that right there, you got to be very, very careful with what you're doing, with how much speed you're going, okay? That's very good. That was very good. Thank you for sending that in. Thank you for sending it in. That's your opinion. All these start at 60. Hey, that's pretty good for 60 then. That's really good for 60. What's up, Chittaruma? Chittaruma. If you guys have any others, Dog Breath, thank you for sending that in, by the way. Very good. Very, very good. Guys, if I'm thinking about, instead of doing just crash videos, I'm thinking about also you guys send in these videos and I can go over them. Like, I can explain what you did wrong, what you did right. Just give you a huge congrats, you know, stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. Would I ever go to the Caribbean? Yeah, I would love to. Lucas. Easy Rider, probably a stupid question. No, don't start. No questions are stupid. When we ride up a hill and we have a really difficult corner, what should we do? Going up a hill, so you have a crest of the hill, you can't see around the corner, and you're saying really difficult corner. The hill's going to help you out a little bit by slowing down. What's the real problem? It's that difficult corner, right? It's not necessarily the hill, it's the difficult corner. So you should still slow down enough to navigate that corner. Don't get too caught up on it's a hill. There's no shoulders. There's trees in the forest. The sky's blue. Like, and then you start thinking of all these different factors. It's like, what is the real problem? Oh, the corner is difficult. That's what we should be doing. Can we post videos on the Discord? How to Lori try to? Yeah, send it to me. Or put it in the parking lot practice Discord. You know what? Here, this is what I'll do. Parking lot practice. This is the parking lot practice Discord. And we'll click it. Post it in there. We'll click it. If you guys have any practice, we'll click it. Okay? I'll put it up there right there. You big stupid jellyfish. I'm keeping an eye on the Discord parking lot. If you want me to go over it, post it in the Discord parking lot section. You got your beard, baby. Ooh-wee. Does the Discord have a memes channel? Not right now. We maybe look into it. Maybe. Hey, Derp, it's all good. I'm glad you're here. Ooh-wee. I put a red cross and a red duct. Here we go. We got one. It's not your video, but we'll take a look at it. This is good stuff. It's up to you if you want to wear gear or not. Very, very slow speed. Lots of counterbalancing input in here. Remember, the bike wants to stay balanced. The bikes are balanced. So if you are able to stay in line with the center of gravity, you can pretty much stay up. Is this what it is the whole time? So this right here is going to really showcase to you what throttle control, friction zone, the brakes. You see how the brake lights keep popping on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, and balance. Okay, so our purpose in this situation is not to do a U-turn or to do anything. Our purpose is to stay upright with no movement. This is very good to practice if you want to. I focus mainly on movement because that's what we're doing. This doesn't have any there you go. It doesn't have any translatable skills when it comes to you know, are you going to do this out on the road? No, but the skill that you're practicing is counterbalance, friction zone, throttle control, head and eye movement, and staying in line. That right there is good practice. This is not a thing that you would do, but it's almost like drive fire skills for gun enthusiasts and hobbyists. So doing some dry fire skills. This is almost like a pre-visualization type skill. There's just like little things like that that are very important. So guys, go ahead and post it in the parking lot practice. We'll take a look at it. Thank you for sending that in. Any budget conscious recommendations for helmet mounted video recording solutions? Look up Yi 4K or any of the older GoPros. We used to do slow races on dirt bikes from the gate in the first corner. Really helped a lot. Yeah, so that right there, that's perfect for slow races, but there's not very many slow races out there. PPF50, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Personal opinion is slow moving accidents are the cringiest. Yeah. It sucks when you have a slow moving accident. How did you deal with the beard itchiness when you started it? Crazy Chick 908. What I that's tough because I did have that beard itch, and what that really is, beard itch is like a fungal. It can be a fungal thing, and it's mainly too much moisture getting trapped in there, and it's causing your skin just to be irritated. So the thing is, you need to keep your skin dry underneath. Not dry like it needs to be bone dry, but after a shower, after it gets wet, dry it out. So every time I shower, every time I get it wet, I blow dry it on cold and I comb it out, and I blow dry it on cold until it's completely dry, and I haven't had issues. Zero issues. Another thing that I did, and it helps a lot. Ketoconazole. I bought some Nizoral cream, or not cream, but shampoo. Nizoral. This stuff right here. This is a 2-pack for $38, but whatever. It's Nizoral anti-dandruff shampoo. You want this stuff right here. Ketoconazole. You can get a prescription for 2%, but this is over the counter. It works fine. I got a prescription because I went in for beard itch. And they prescribed me ketoconazole 2% medicated, and you only use it every 3 days, and that's it. But if it's itching itching you right now, just follow the instructions. They say to do it every day until it goes away, and then after that, every 3 days. And this is all I do. Every 3 days, I use this, and I blow dry my hair every shower. Never had an issue. I don't use beard oils. I don't use any beard oils. I don't use nothing. My skin feels great. Hope that helped. Oh, we got some more. Here we go. All right, get a little boxed in. Not a big deal. And we merged. We adapted to it. Good job. Honk afterwards. It looks like you got a rock form mount. Woo, baby. Love it. Let's take a look at this. Do you want some German driving school tasks? Please mute if you don't want. Oh, if it's a full video. Yeah, I want to see your guys' training, Andy. But I will take a look at this. It's always interesting to learn what other people do. Hey Dan, do you think a BMW R1250 GS might be a little too much for a beginner, even if the beginner is really calm and no speed maniac? You can handle it if you know how to keep yourself in line. I started off on a 1200. The main thing is knowing your skill level and also understanding the risks. I mean, you're a brand new rider, lower skill, right? And what happens if you dump the bike or you're constantly dropping the brand new BMW R1250 GS? You know what I mean? So just start thinking about expenses too. Thanks, Dan. I got a boogie. See you later, Gator. See what I did there? Joe Castillo, do you ever ride without full gear, local store trip or anything? Nope. It's to the point where I feel very uncomfortable without any gear on the bike. I hate, like, I know something's wrong when I get into a car and I don't have my seatbelt on. If it's a short thing like that, just put on the gear. Just put on the gear. If it's even shorter than that, then I'll walk or ride a bicycle. Have you ever been in a motorcycle accident? I've crashed into a bush. I've never been in on a street accident. Knock on wood. So I'm happy about that. Never had any bad issues. Did I get another Indian? No. I still have the Indian FTR 1200S. Just kind of hanging out with that. I'm good with it. I don't need anything else. Riding with gear feels like driving without a seatbelt, but 100 times worse. Yeah. Or without, feels like riding without it. Yeah. Riding without gear feels like, there it is. The bush video was me, yeah. How many close calls have I had? Here's the thing. It's kind of difficult to, because we watch all of these, right? We watch all of these close calls and crashes. And if it's on YouTube, it must be a close call, right? But there's so many different things that we see on these videos that it's like, those aren't close calls. That has nothing to do with the close call. It's just a normal driving thing. So those types of stuff that we see on those videos, those happens almost all the time. But there's so many different things you can do leading up to it to where you prevent it from even becoming a close call because you've anticipated that it would be a close call. So when I first started riding, I had a bunch of these at the beginning and I thought those were close calls, but lately I haven't had close calls. Knock on wood again. Lately, I haven't had, like, and by lately, I mean the past couple of years, I haven't had close calls because I've been able to anticipate a lot of these different things. And the stuff that does jump out to try to get me, I already knew what to do, and I didn't have to worry about it. So, close call, I don't think I'm going to have a close call. I think the only thing I'm going to have is a crash. Because I'm able to anticipate a lot of stuff that's happening. The stuff that I can't anticipate, yeah, that's going to get me. I have a feeling. Yeah, Scarlett, go ahead and just ban him. I've been ignoring him, but obviously he doesn't understand how businesses work. What are your thoughts about trail braking versus slow press and roll in a curve? I think you need both, Coco. Yeah, get him out of the firehouse. Just get him out of the firehouse. Thank you. Okay, so what are my thoughts on trail braking versus slow look, press, and roll? So you need both. So you need to know how to slow down before a turn, because that's trail braking. You're slowing down before the turn and then also during the turn with brake pressure. So you need to know how to do slow. You need to know how to do look. You need to press and roll. So you still need to do those. Trail braking, think of it this way. So slow, look, press, roll. Trail braking is slow, 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 roll. Slow, look, press, roll. So all you're doing is still slowing, slow, slow look, slow turn, roll. You're still doing slow look, press, and roll through the turn, but with trail braking, you're just adding a little bit of brake pressure throughout those first three steps. So you still have to know the foundation to even do trail braking. So you have to have both. You have to know both. And you have to be good at slow look, press, and roll to even get into trail braking. So that's why I believe it's an advanced skill. If anything, I think it should be like a novice skill. I don't think it should be advanced. I think advanced, people think like racing type stuff. This is more of a novice thing. Let's see. Do you lock your helmet to your bike when it's parked, or do you take your helmet with you? If you do lock it on your bike, what do you use? I don't lock it. I take it with me, Ty. The cool thing is with some insurance is that if your helmet does get stolen, you can get it replaced. But I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? What's up, Demon? Yeah. Did he finish streaming? Because I've been wanting... Yeah, it's 5. He probably finished streaming. I was watching him earlier. Does it ever get frustrating while analyzing videos for us, considering we tend to see the same mistakes repetitively? El Torojita. Hey, Joe. Welcome. Woo. No. Well, it gets frustrating because to me, it's like I know what we should be doing, but typically when we watch a video, it's always a new person. So what that tells me is that there's always new people posting these things because there's a lack of something. If the common thing is always, if there's a common crash in the corner, a common crash with panic braking, and a common crash with merging issues and planning a ride, right? And it's a new rider in almost every video. That tells me there's an abundance of riders making the same mistakes. That same rider isn't making that same mistake 100 times. And that's what Moto Madness, MotoStars are posting. They're posting different people with hundreds of videos, not one person with 100 videos. So that tells me that there's just this big gap in education. And if I can find what that gap is, and if I can find how to teach not to do that, I'm hoping there's gonna be less. But this just tells me and confirms to me that I need to keep doing what I'm doing. So when I look at it from that perspective, it doesn't upset me. It motivates me to get better and better and better at what I'm doing so that I can see less of this. When in full well, I know I'm not going to see less of this. But I can hopefully help people out in the meantime. It sometimes it does feel like I'm in a sinking boat with a bucket, and every time I bucket out one thing of water, 1.5 buckets gets filled in. So I feel like I'm still sinking, but that's part of the crew, is that maybe one of the crew members will come in with a bucket, another with a bucket, another with a bucket, another with a bucket. There's only so much I can do. Woo! Rogue One, baby, with a 10. Yeah. Ooh-wee. New rider friend of mine have been watching your videos and soaking them in. You're doing good stuff. Dog Breath, thank you for sending me the video, by the way. You're doing some good stuff, too. Thank you for sending it in. I'm glad you guys are doing well. Glad you guys are doing well. My guitar suffered some damage from when it fell off the strap. It literally smashed the paint on a corner. Pre-order a new guitar recently. I'll take some more care of that. Yeah. Woo-wee. Oh, we got some new people that Andrew just got himself a rescue kit. Oh my gosh. Andrew with the rescue kit. Woo-wee. Remember, we do have the Smart Rider ebook. We got some more stuff coming up. Got some more stuff coming up. High five. Guys, I got to get going because Andrew bought himself a rescue kit. I want to get that thing packaged. I want to get it ready. We had a few people buy one today. We still got plenty. We got plenty. I'll be ordering some more. If I see more of these, keep going. Guys, can't wait. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to go film tomorrow. But I'll be seeing you guys on the Discord. BNS, it took me only a year to get to this length.